Hey traders, it's John Howell here. Hope you guys are doing well. It's market update time. The purpose of this video, guys, is just to share with you what I'm seeing on the Dow Jones, the indices, but also silver and gold as well too, and just show you what I'm seeing, what's happening right now as I speak. So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on this video. This video is not giving you any advice at all. This is just giving you my personal opinion, what I'm seeing today. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow or moving forward into the future. So all trading involves with risk. Do not place a trade based on what you see in this video. This video here is just to educate you, to help you become a much better trader. Also, once you finish with this video, click the subscribe button, hit the like button. Also, the first link in the description, click on that. And I'm going to teach you the best trading strategy to trade in this high volatile environment. All right, disclaimer done. Promotion's done, as in like subscribe to this bitch. Let's have a look at the Dow Jones first. We'll take all these lines off screen. Let's have a look at the Dow Jones first, and we'll squeeze it up a lot closer. And I want to show you what I see on the Dow Jones. Now, on the Dow Jones, you can see we've been racing up for quite some time, and we put in a reversal bar when it comes to we put in basically a really basically a reversal bar. You can see we opened here on the Dow Jones. You can see we opened here, we ran up, came down, and we actually closed there, or probably ran down there as well too, but closed there as well. So this is actually quite a weak sign when it comes to the Dow Jones. Now the weaker one is also the S&P. Now if you look at the hourly chart on the S&P, is you can see that what has actually happened on the hourly chart. If you've been watching my videos so far, you'll know that I put a video out a few days ago talking about like the stop and reverse pattern or the false breakout pattern, where you can see that that's exactly what's been happening right here, right? You can see how this market's ran up, came back down, and now it's actually popped straight back down. So that tells me that we have a very good chance of this actually running back down and even continuing back down as well too. The daily chart actually says, as you can see, the daily chart actually says that, to me, that we actually should be getting ready for another drop to the downside, moving into that. Same for the Nasdaq as well too. Nasdaq tried to rally up, came back down, but the sellers came straight into it in the afternoon. You can see how we rallied up. And then the sellers started to come back in around about lunchtime. Sellers started to come back in, and again, the market will do this. The market will fake you out. You can see here that basically this whole level through here was indeed a resistance. It false breakout. People would have got long here, and then just would have shoved it down. So people who are trading breakouts today would have got their heads handed to them, so to speak. So that's what we're seeing there on the Dow Jones on the indices, guys. I believe that we're likely to see a pullback from that. Let's go have a look at silver and gold and see what's actually happening on silver and gold. So firstly, I want to have a look at gold itself. Now, yesterday I did a video. Yesterday I did a video saying that with gold where we are right now, it's like at a do or die situation. Let me just take this off the screen here. But it's like at a do or die situation. Is this going to be a lower peak, or is it going to hold and start to rally up? And as you can see, it actually is held here, and we actually sort of did the opposite to what the indices did. Looking on silver though, I did a video again. I was talking about in yesterday's market update. I think it was yesterday's market update, maybe a couple of days before, that right now we actually can see that this support level here, the market actually dropped back down, came back up, and now it's actually come back down. And it looks like this week is actually already starting to pick back up. If we continue up above $17 and we actually break above there, and especially if we break above this high here, because that was the latest high, $17.50, then the whole trend has completely changed from down to up as well too. So you can see what I did just then. If I draw a trend line, you can see the trend line from there to there is what I can see from there to there. Makes sense, guys? So you can see that's basically what I'm looking at there. Resistance here, drop back down, and now it's actually sort of hiding, or sort of going into this tight sort of triangle pattern, if you're going to call it that. but we did actually bounce off this level here, so it's actually showing some support. So maybe, just maybe, this whole thing through here was just a flush out to get people short, and this whole thing here is now just one. This is just one big head and shoulder formation before it actually starts to pick back up again as well too. It's really interesting, guys, that the indices are looking weak, but now the silver and gold are actually starting to find a bit of support here. So there we go, guys. Bit of market update for you guys. I'm expecting to see the indices come off tomorrow, and it looks like what we're actually seeing here right now. As you can see, I'm looking at the live chart. You can see that by looking at this here, that silver and gold are actually starting to rally back up and starting to pick back up as well too. So the last thing I want to mention to you guys is you can see here that with gold and silver, we're still in this overall sideways range, and same with silver as well too. But again, looking at silver and looking at all this here, it looks like we're trying to form a support. If we do break above that 1750, that this would be a major low, I would say. And then I would say then we're likely to continue running back up to probably $20, maybe even more from there. So there we go, guys. Bit of a market update time. Let's have a quick look at oil while we're at it. And again, guys, you can see this here, right? You can see like what actually happens. Like with oil, a lot of people have been screaming bearish with oil, and I looked at them just like, oh, maybe. Look at this here, right? We actually had support here, and you can see this is a weekly chart on oil. It rejected at that $46 level quite some time, then what, broke back up, and now we're just going sideways. So that tells me this whole thing through here, this last couple of months, was indeed just a false breakout, was just a sort of a flush down to get people short. Because I've had seen plenty of people saying short. I'm like, okay, maybe, but we're still in this overall sideways range. Now we're broken back up, and now you actually can see what's actually happening now. We're just going sideways here. So, but to me right now, we're actually building more bullishness now, because this whole thing here to me is indeed a weak sign in the actual overall markets as well too. So you can see we're making lower highs. So the line in the sand is this lower high here. As you can see, the sellers are still pushing these lower highs down. Is this going to be a lower high or not? Right now, this whole bottom through here is indeed like a reversal pattern in that, and this is the first bullishness sign. But for this to truly start to change around from bearish to bullish, we would need to see this thing make a higher high, and we're actually building some base here. So high simply means we need to get a nice weekly close above the 52 level. If that happens, then I would say this whole level through here where we are right now is indeed a big, massive, and as you can see here, this whole level through here, shoulder, head, and this whole thing could be just one big right shoulder here before we actually continue up. So there we go, guys. Quick market update time for you.